Ayun na nagkaanino.
Terno sila, ha?
Oo nga, cute. This way naman po.
Ang bongga ng bagong gupit ni Paps. Kahapon tinanong ko siya, parang may love life.
Tita Drew, dito naman please.
Yeah. Sa kanan naman daw. Yan. Kanan, right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Si Joey naman.
Yeah.
Joey naman.
Okay.
It's okay, hindi ako aalis.
Okay. Center first, yeah. Center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, on the right.
Alright, please.
Yeah, right. Yeah, left naman. Pasalamatan niya mga sponsors, di ba? Pero yan, nakakatuwa even after more than sa ikaw lang mag-isa dyan, ikaw lang yung bayan. Pero nakakatuwa na after 43, Joey, the floor is yours.
Gio, thank you so much for such a warm, hindi na ba ako sanay sa press con? So, I just want this to be a very casual conversation. Please feel free to ask me any questions. Alam ko matagal ako na wala. You guys must be very curious. So, ask away.
Yan. Okay, so sisimulan na.
I just like, since you're celebrating for your 45th year in showbiz, alamin lang po namin na what you consider are the highlights of your career.
Of course, the highlights will be the very first major concert. So I always look back to larger than life, if any of you are still alive. I also, of course, am proudest of my recordings. To be honest with you, mas na-value ko po yung recording part ng career ko kaysa sa live performances. And as one of the pioneer artists of Octo Arts, I was always very proud to release new records for them. And dahil sa Octo Arts, ako po yung naging unang-unang artist na makapag-release ng compact disc in the 1980s. So, dahil yan kay Arlie Lakad and Octo Arts, who I have an old friend here from. So, I would say that those were the highlights. And of course, winning the Cecil Awards, which was once the most prestigious recording award. So, na-value ko po yung recording talaga kaysa sa live shows. And I think it's because maaga pa, meron na po akong sense of mortality dahil maaga ko nawala yung ama at saka kapatid ko. So, maaga pa lang po, I really wanted to have something to leave behind sa mga magiging anak ko. And that's why nagsipag po ako sa recording and promoting. Naalala pa ba? Ewan ko kung naalala pa ninyo yung sa mga recording, yung mga radio stations sa Ortigas, di ba, akit ka pa dun sa pinakatuktok na floor. Anybody remember that? Mga bata yata kayo. Diba? And so, I think we used to do record tours 4 times a year. 4 times a year. Aside from the shows, talagang laging matutog sa radyo.
Kumustahin na lang namin po kayo. How are you now? How are you doing? And aside from your anniversary concerts, can we expect other projects or will you be more active in the scene?
Here in the Philippines, I've been very blessed to have been able to. I left for Canada in 1995 sa awa ng Diyos. Naiimbita naman ako mag-Valentine shows every year. But usually yun lang yung tinatanggap ko. But I do shows around Canada and the States. Ngayon, ang focus ko yung mga maliliit na cities in Canada na hindi naaabot ng mga big artists. Marami kong Pilipino doon. Sa mga maliliit, even the smallest cities in Canada. This year, I'm going to tour all the small cities para maabot ko sila. I'm also going to be launching a new album on Spotify, which is going to bring me back to kung saan ako nagsimula, which is mga standard songs. And you will hear one of those in the concert.
Last na lang po, being a pioneer,
It's a good tool if you use it properly, especially if you're going to use it for advertising, promotions. I know that there are some AI songs that they say are really good and are ready for commercial use, but maybe because I'm old school, I'm not sure that AI will ever really capture the heart in a song. Kasi tao lang talaga may puso. So, lalong-lalo na siguro for artists like me, siguro yung mga pop artists, mga rappers, okay lang yan. But for songs, for artists like me na kailangan full of heart, baka mahirapan ng AI. Pero syempre, kailangan kumanta siya.
Talaga.
I don't know if you ever, nung maiba naman concert ko 1990 something, pinakanta ko yan, ginesto yan siya. Kumanta yan.
Basta kay Joey Albert, no, she'll do everything.
Of course.
She's gonna sing.
But she's not, but unfortunately, I'm not gonna let her sing her song, but you know, she did write me a song. I think you all know that, right? No?
Which song?
Naku, mga bata, ito.
Dali na kami nakalimutan na namin.
No, no. Sige, yes. Okay, it was a poem.
Yeah.
Naku, ikaw dapat alam mo ito, Miss
Kasi si
Answer.
Janice mahilig tumula eh.
May meron siya, Janice used to write poems. So, kinuha ko yung isa and we made it into a song. And the song was? Hindi ka naman kasali.
Ayan. Siyempre sumagot si Miss Bang, Alice Pacochaga na
To say I'm not
Come on, guys.
Please don't ask me to pretend and then it's over now.
Mga bata.
actually Miss Joey, eto medyo na-touch siya. Kasi yan yung breakout song niya dati.
Sino yan?
Sa boyfriend niya. Siyempre, eto yung next na magtatanong, let's all welcome Miss Salme Ases of the Filipinos.
Anyway, since marami din guests, tapos paano mo na-preserve yung voice mo? Since di ba twice mo nagkaroon ng cancer?
Friends.
Right, talaga.
Three times is a charm.
Oh. Tapos paano yun na?
This is why I do Joey's Jams
Okay.
every Saturday. So that I can keep using it. If you don't use it, you lose it, right? That's what they say. And every singer will always have some kind of a health challenge with their voice. Yung iba, amin, yung iba, hindi. Pero ako umamin. Because I'm 66 now. So at some point, you know, your body changes and there's health challenges. And there was a time, for about 6 months, hindi ako nakakanta. And I had to go to the doctor. And I had to relearn how to sing. And this is why I do Joey's Jams every Saturday. So I just have to keep using it. And this is my exercise for my voice. Para, pag gusto ko kumanta para sa tao, meron pang lalabas. But yes, I have to practice it palagi. I'm very, very well now. So, the first one was in 1995. Yun yung umalis na talaga ako. Actually, yun yung reason na umalis na ako. Kasi sabi ko siguro dapat talaga ako na lang muna yung mga anak ko. Then it happened, came back, iba naman sa 2003, I had a worse one. And then, the last, tapos nag-remission ako for 12 years. Tapos bumalik siya ng 2015. So, it's been 10 years na po ako in remission now. But, of course, hindi pareho yung lakas natin, syempre. But we adjust, we learn to accept kung ano yung humina sa katawan natin. I also have other concerns, like most others my age. I always joke na sabi ko, you can call me sis, kasi mayroon akong osteoporosis, may anterolisthesis, may madami ng sis. But, so you take care of yourself. I do Pilates once a week para mag-build yung muscles ko around the bone. So, ganun na lang, tanggapin. Tapos gawin ko anong pwedeng magawa para lumakas yung katawan.
Kasi parang 3 times.
Did I ever want to give up?
Yeah.
No. When I left in 1995, it wasn't really to give up on show business, but to give way to something that at that point in my life I thought was more important. But I did think na makakalimutan ninyong lahat ako. I did think na hindi na ako makakanta ulit. At that point in my life, I did think that it was the end. Pero I made the choice eh. So, Pero bait naman ni Lord, hindi naman kinuha. So, but going back to your question of the health challenges, sometimes it's not just the physical health that we start to worry about, but our mental and emotional health. Kasi minsan, after 3 cancers, parang every time na lang, syempre, isipin mo, ito na ba? Ito na ba yung last? Diba? Pero lalabanan mo yun. Kailangan mo yung labanan talaga kasi it's like a mind game. Kailangan uunahan mo, kung hindi, it will take you over naman. So, when we get sick, we have to think about pati yung emotional and mental. Lalo na nowadays, no? Mental illness is such a big problem nowadays among young people. So we have to strengthen them, we have to make them aware, and they have to fight mentally also.